President Biden has warned that extreme supporters of Donald Trump are a threat to democracy. In a primetime speech in Pennsylvania, the US president said the Make America Great Again agenda is determined to take the country backwards.
Donald Trump and the Maga Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. The Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the Maga Republicans. And that is a threat to this country.
Well, we can now speak to former Republican Congressman Joe Walsh. And Joe, it's great to have you here with us this evening. Just listening to Biden's speech, there is this attempt, of course, to make that distinction between decent Republicans, if you like, and the others. How has the Republican Party changed in your political lifetime? We've gone from the era of Reagan to Trump.
It's good to be with you. And I've been a Republican my whole life up until 2 years ago, because the problem now is the Republican Party is fully radicalized. What used to be fringe or crazy in the Republican Party now is the Republican Party. And I come from that world. I come from MAGA world. And what Joe Biden said last night about MAGA world is accurate. The world needs to understand that one of America's two political parties is fully anti-democracy. They really are. And so I thought it was very important for President Biden to stand up and call out that threat.
And so what do you feel, as somebody like yourself, and obviously describing the history that you've had with the Republican Party and, of course, the detachment that you now feel, do you feel that there's a home for you in the Republican Party as it is today? Could you see yourself actually having a home there now?
No, I don't have a home, and I don't believe I'll ever be back in the Republican Party. And people like Liz Cheney from Wyoming, who lost a couple weeks ago, she doesn't have a home in the Republican Party. This Republican Party is what it is. And it is a party now that denies basic truths. They no longer believe in democracy, and they embrace an authoritarianism. I don't think the party's going to change for a long, long time. If they ever do, I think what will happen in America is there'll be the birth of a new, maybe a third major political party.
So do you think then that the era of Trump has taken over the party?
Oh, most certainly. And it's not over. And here's the scary truth. If Donald Trump announces next week that he's running for president, he will get the Republican Party nomination, and it won't be close, and nobody will challenge him. This party is still his. He could be indicted. I would dare say he could be in jail, and he'd probably still get the Republican Party nomination. The party is in his grasp, and what he has radicalized, even if he were to leave tomorrow, it's still the party will still continue down his road.
So what you're saying is there is absolutely nothing that Donald Trump can do to derail him, to lose that strong, hardcore fan base that he has. What you're effectively saying is he can do whatever he wants and he'll still get their vote and support.
Think about this. On January 6, 2021, Donald Trump led an insurrection. He led a violent attempt to overthrow an American election. He did that, and still the Republican Party stayed with him. And still he owns the party, even after he did that. So, no, I don't think there's anything he can do that will change that.
Well, let's look at what Republicans like yourself are doing, or perhaps former Republicans who obviously want to see a change in the party. What is it that is being done then behind the scenes to kind of work against that sort of era of Trump and that grasp that he has on the Republican Party?
we're in a funny place in America. I think most people like me who are former Republicans and they consider themselves to be conservatives, right now, they believe, like I believe, that the Republican Party is a direct threat to our democracy. We only have two parties in America, so most people like me right now are either joining the Democratic Party or helping Democrats win. And look, it's not easy because I am a conservative, but right now we're at this weird place in America where it's all about saving democracy. So we all kind of have to help the Democratic Party now.
And so I'm really keen then to know where you are at the moment, because at the moment you sound like you have no home politically. You're politically homeless at the moment. Or are you? Where are you sitting at the moment?
I'm sitting on a chair in Washington, D.C. I used to be a congressman and I represented a district in Illinois. But because I turned against Trump, the people in that district basically kicked me out of the district. I had no home there. So in a weird way, I am homeless. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now doing all I can to try to help wake up the rest of the country to the threat that my former Republican Party is. That's what I'm focused on right now.
Joe, it's good to get your thoughts. That's Joe Walsh, who's a former Republican congressman. Thank you.